okay. Let me introduce. Hold on. This is Brandon Carter 211. All the gossip, information, entertainment world, and in the world that you want to know. He has it out. Make sure you check him out at Brandon Carter 211. This is my guy. He's back. We're on the road. Second week in a row. Second Tuesday on the road. I love it. What's second Tuesday, right?
It is. I mean, I'm trying to get on more, but you don't really have time for me.
Oh, I mean, you can. I always have time for you. I told you, I always have time for you.
That's what he say in a text message, just so he can have, so his stuff can be receipted, just in case, so he can pull like, this is what I said, but that's not what he said on the phone. He said on the phone, I'll get you in where I can fit you in, and that's that. And then he hung up.
I never said that
text. But hey, you said what you said, but you know what I'm saying? We don't have no proof. I gotta start recording the conversation.
Okay, hold on real quick before we go. Get shout out Self-Made, Bel Air Wolf Self-Made Gear, Self-Made Gear.
All right, well, let me shout out Godspeed then. Black-owned Cleveland designer.
They both back on.
Okay. I see you, King. We see each other.
There we go. We do. Okay. So what you got on top of your mind?
So according to the Hollywood Reporter, a journalist by the name of Rebecca Keegan said that. So it's been apparently it's the Chris Rock apology. Have you seen that?
Yes, it's not real.
It ain't real. Chris Rock ain't said nothing. And see, when I seen it, I was in the process of reposting it, but before I repost stuff, I like to Google it first, like just to make sure. And then when I Google it, I'm like, ain't no links for this apology. And then so that's why I'm like, this ain't no real apology. But everybody kept reposting it. So then I'm like, this apology ain't real. So why do you think he has not responded yet? Like, I mean, you got what is it? What's the thing Black Twitter say? You got 48 hours to respond. It's been a while. It's Tuesday.
Here's the thing. Here's the best thing about it. The ball is in Chris Rock's court, so he don't have to respond until he's ready to respond.
Why? Because his ticket's been selling out now?
No. It was going to sell out anyway for that because Kevin Hart's on that same tour.
I guess, but they haven't been. They went up 100%.
Well, on the other dates. So usually when you get close to the dates, it'll sell out. But I don't know. He don't need to speak right now. Maybe he don't want to speak right now. Maybe
I mean, I wouldn't want to speak if I got slapped in my mouth either. Maybe his lip is still swollen.
Nah.
You don't think? You don't think he needs to say anything?
He don't have to if he don't want to right now. Here's the thing.
He gonna bring it up on stage?
He may. Here's the thing, and here's what people fail to realize: the situation is bigger than more than that. The situation is he knows Will Smith is another black man, and he knows things like that. He knows this situation is really bad for Will on that end of it. He knows that. So what that he's mean? Gonna sit back. Well, he's gonna sit back, and if the conversation is gonna be made with them, it's gonna be made behind closed doors that nobody knows.
Well, according to P. Diddy, it was settled at the gold party.
Part of it, not the whole. It was probably like we'll handle it later. That's what that was. But I'm pretty sure that not just him. Phone calls were made, conversations was made, and it's like we ain't gonna do this here. Y'all gonna do it at a later date, just because of us.
You talking the boxing ring?
No. Just a conversation. It's just a conversation what real people do. Conversation with real. We're gonna do this behind closed doors.
Yeah. If it happens behind closed doors, that don't count.
It counts for them. And it counts for them, and it dies.
We need to see it on live.
No, because you guys want because you guys want drama, and they don't want it. They're bigger than that. Chris Rock is. He sure don't want it. He don't want that drama. He want nobody to know. That's how it dies out till the next story comes up.
No, I need this to be on Red Table Talk, baby.
First of all, Chris Rock is way too big for Red Table Talk. So
don't do that. See, that's what got Chris smacked in the mouth.
He is too big for that. Will Smith too big for that. He's only on that because his wife has the show.
As he should.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not, but no, Chris Rock's handling it the way Chris Rock's gonna handle it. Okay. I mean, he could pull a Jim Carrey. Shout out to Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey said he would have definitely pressed charges and sued him for $200 million, which you probably could get that.
Well, you're not going to
probably get that
for a slap.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. Here's the thing again. You failing to realize that this is going to be shown over and over and over again. And Chris Rock being a really big name, He can say it's damaging this, it's damaging my brand, it's damaging my money, it's damaging this, it's damaging that, and it's evidence
But
that it can't happen.
that's not real though, because his ticket sales go up 200%.
Listen, again, he could just say that, and the judge will be like, you know what, you're right, you shouldn't do that. It's not about what we think, it's all proven in judge.
You have to have proof for all those things.
The proof is
you can't just
slap.
go to court and say that.
On the biggest stage of the world. It's the Oscars. It's not the Source Award. It was
I don't know what the Source Award.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a million fights that was on the Source Award. You probably like, what? Who? But this was at the Oscars, which is going to be shown over and over and over and over. Memes going to be shown over and over and over. Jokes going to be said over and over and over. He could use that. He can use that.
Do what?
He can use that.
Just sell more shows?
Anguish doesn't even matter.
That ain't stopping him from selling no
shows.
He
can do that though. He can do. But what I'm saying is, he can do that. It's been Lori's said. It's Lori's said on TV. Like, oh yeah, he got a lot to prove. He don't win this.
He ain't getting no 200 million.
He can get any amount he asks for. He may not get 200 million.
Jim Carrey has no dog in his fight. He should have been saying nothing because Jim Carrey can't say what happened because Jim Carrey would have never said that. He would never feel comfortable saying that. So
it's not about what's happening. He's just saying what he's saying is if that would have happened to him, if somebody came would have happened to him. He's not saying if he would have said it. It's just the situation.
Well,
and that's the situation.
If it would have happened to him, because it wouldn't have happened to him.
But that's the situation. He don't listen. He's telling the truth.
Jim Carrey need to go sit back
again.
Down. He
shout out to Chris Rock. Shout out to Chris Rock because Chris Rock said, "I'm not going to press charges. I'm not going to do on another black man."
Well,
that's what he did.
He should have pressed charges because he should have got that $200 million.
No, he ain't gonna do it on another black man. And that's why I'm saying it is bigger than everybody thinking. It like, yo, he didn't want to do this to another black man because he could have swung back. He was going to swing back. It was that split-second thought. Thought.
He ain't swing back.
Yeah, because he knows. He knows the stage he was on.
Yeah, I guess, baby. I guess, but you slap me on any stage. You slap me in the church. I don't get what stage is on.
Yeah, it's different between the church. Listen, it's different between
going down.
It's different between what the world that we live in and the mortal world that they live in. I want
to slap you right now. And we ain't even in the same room. Can we please move on?
Yes.
All right. So apparently Travis Scott, regarding that Astroworld situation, is getting more lawsuits, and he's trying to be good and trying to do better with the situation. But we got people that's people in the lawsuit that's saying like, no, we ain't running for that. We ain't falling for it. So he ranked up hundreds of thousands of lawsuits regarding all the victims that was killed. Regarding Astroworld.
Right.
Have you been to Astroworld?
No,
that's not your speed.
It's not my scene. Okay. I like his music, but it's not my scene.
So during a court hearing on March 28th, he announced called Project Heal. It's a $5 million incentive project that would go towards helping them and the crisis essentially. But the parents are saying that. The parents' lawyers are saying that wasn't supposed to be discussed. It was something that's supposed to be private. So they're suing for that because they're saying he's trying to gain sympathy and financial gain for the public viewing for something that he caused. So they don't care about the Project Heal or the incentive at all. And they're now suing him again on top of that because they felt like he was just using that. Is he, at this point, he can't win for losing? Because no matter what he does, they're going to have a problem with it. Granted, people did die. Of course, a little boy did die. So it is going to be very sensitive for the parents because we don't want to make it seem like, oh, this is just some regular thing. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think they should do? Do you think this extra lawsuit is even necessary?
Nah, they just probably. Here's the thing about this. He just need to keep doing what he's doing. If he's doing something for the good cause, just do it. Right? That's going to go goodwill and just do it. Right? They are piling on him, but people don't understand if there are organizers of that. So it's not just him. His name is on it, but it's people ahead, companies on top of that, including the record label, including everything like this. So what he's fighting for is his name.
A lot of this
named
after him.
Yeah, it's fighting for
It'll
his
always
name.
Be associated with him.
Yeah, but he's not. None of this. When the lawsuit goes down, none of things come out of his pocket. That will come out of the organizer's pocket. That will come out of his label pocket. That will come out of insurance because you do get insurance for that. You get insurance for that whole thing, right? So right now he's fighting for his name, image, and likeness. That's what he's fighting for right now when he go to court. They're gonna try to make it, but the labels and everything, everybody's gonna pay because so many people are attached to him because so many people make money off of him. Other companies.
We know how this goes.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be it's a tragic situation, and I don't feel like it's gonna get any better. And then you just can't say like, oh, people need to move on and forget it, because again, people did die. A child did die at this festival, so it's not easy to say when parents are still like dealing with this every day.
What they're saying right now, they're saying is that he's violating a court-ordered mandate of gag order, and that's what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And they was saying he could sway potential jurors with his popularity. So that's what they try to say when they do this $5 million initiative, Project Heal.
That can happen, but that can happen regardless, even if he wouldn't have announced that. So that's what
they said.
Yeah, but okay. I mean, but you can't tell people how to feel when they're dealing with grief of loved ones. So you can't just be like, they're being petty. Cause I mean, I
don't think it's them. I think it's the lawyers. Lawyers,
of course, they're gonna want to get more, and I'm sure I'm sure it could have been a situation where the parents probably didn't even think about it like that until the lawyer brought it to their attention. Because granted, that is the lawyer's job. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're paying for. And the lawyer trying to get that big payday mainly.
So they said the lawyers are coming up with a compromise regarding the gag order to make the court issue mandate clear and resolve it. So it's still development. So he's saying this is for all festivals, not his festival, which again, it's a great idea for him. Maybe he shouldn't attach his name to it. Maybe get somebody in this, if he had a nonprofit on his own and then they're doing it. Yeah, I mean, and he contributes to it, then it makes more sense. Like, no, my so-and-so runs my nonprofit. That's their thing.
Well, we're going to absolutely see how this goes.
Right.
So, apparently, to shift gears a bit, and there are sources. I've seen pictures. I don't know if you've seen them, but I've seen pictures that is alluding to the fact that Issa Rae may be, like, knocked up. Pregnant.
Oh, pregnant. Can we say pregnant? Can we say not knocked up? Can we say pregnant? She is married, isn't she?
Yeah, she's married to a nice man named Louis, and he makes her very happy. She's always googly eyed with him.
For now.
I'm really happy for you. What's the clone Knocked Up? You didn't like the movie Knocked Up?
I don't like the word knocked up, especially if somebody's married. It's not knocked up.
Husbands knock up their wives.
Yeah, not knocked up. It says she's pregnant. She's bearing the gift of life.
Pregnant. She's
bearing the gift of life.
Right.
She's with child. Yes.
If she has a son, I'm sure her husband will take care of it. Unlike you and the son that you don't take care of.
Are we back on that?
I'm just saying. You such about parents, and mind you, little old baby Aquarius still ain't seen his father.
Oh my goodness, that's where we at.
That's neither here nor there. So did you see how Antonio Brown exposed the little model, Cydney Christine?
No, what happened right there?
Huh?
Go ahead, go. Keep on.
Antonio, I'm just going to say that he is a very interesting character to me. He's a football player, correct?
Yeah.
I'm still confused if he still plays football or not. Or is football it's like off season, right?
Well, it is off season. He was fired.
But I feel like I've been seeing him everywhere. Like he has been making his rounds as a celebrity former football player. He's also a rapper now, apparently.
Right. Well, you got to build other lives outside of.
This is true, but it's true. But something about him creeps me out and gives me real domestic vibes. But that's not my business.
He was. I mean, he was brought up with some.
Hey.
Alleged charges.
I'm just saying that's the vibe he give me. We don't got to get deep into it because that's
how
this was going. Okay.
I'm not saying.
Apparently, he put up a picture of the model, and I'm guessing she owes him money because he said he would expose her. Now, mind you, he also uploaded text messages between the two, and he's calling her B's and H's and saying that Basically, I guess she owed him $5,000. Now, granted, compared to him, that should be little. But you know, whether it's $5,000 or $5 is his money, and he wants it now.
These guys.
And she basically saying like, you know, saying you didn't really have to expose me like that. And what's your not your Cash App, but you know the money things in which people send money, your PayPal. And he said, B, you know what the PayPal is and stuff like that. So it got very interesting. And he just creeps me out. Like, it's something he's just a interesting character, I would say. Very, very.
I'm reading it.
It's extremely vulgar, and it gets very like.
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
I'm comfortable. Like, it's weird. I don't even know where to start and where to end. I mean, not where to start, but she owes him money. And apparently they had a very the picture's them in bed together. Obviously they engaged in some fisticuffs, and he took pictures. And that's why, ladies, that's why you do not let a man take pictures of you.
Man, that's why you don't let the women take a picture of you, man. Like, chill. If your business is your business. If y'all don't rock like that as a couple, well, what? Well, hold up. Well,
it's
what?
A little different though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It is. No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
Because men are not like horribly publicly ashamed. Now, if you ain't got it like that, then maybe you might be a little embarrassed. But generally speaking, you're not really gonna be dog for like if a little picture is floating around, you ain't gonna be too dog. Now, unless you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. But outside of that, granted, a woman is definitely gonna be a little more ridiculed than that.
I'm not comparing who's gonna be more than other. Don't take him, period, if that's not the person you rocking with. Period. Don't take any of them. If you not rock with them for the long-term thing, don't take none, period.
You shouldn't. But
like,
now
that's for both parties.
It's extremely normal, and it's a part of conversation. It's part of dating. It's a part of exchanging.
Again, but that's the issue. Let's stop saying this is the normal thing, and it's not.
It is though. That's why.
No. People call it normal. Just stop calling it normal, because it's not. Again, if you don't want no smoke, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't want no smoke coming down the line, don't put no footprints anywhere. If you want nobody following you, don't put no footprints. Right?
But everybody got pictures and videos somewhere.
Don't listen. If you don't want it, don't do it.
This is true.
Don't take a picture with that girl. Don't take a picture with that dude.
I know, but sometimes you get caught up in a situation, and then he just had.
If you know you just with that person that night, that day, y'all just a call, y'all just doing phone call type things. Where you at? I'm coming on my way. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all just doing that. Pictures should not be made, because it should be moving as such.
You right. I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is sometimes
I get you.
Get lost in the shuffle. She might have, little Cydney might have really thought, oh, he was cute, it's AB, you know what I'm saying? Little picture. But then you owe a man $5,000, and he puts your picture up on Instagram.
And he's pretty whack. First of all, okay, he's a whack thing about it.
He's just whack in general, but I wasn't gonna say it.
No, I got you.
But since you said it, I can piggyback on.
Sometimes these dudes, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes these dudes I said Will Smith had a sucker attack. Listen, he did. He did.
Will slander. Okay.
He did. He had a sucker attack. It's the truth. It's fine. Every man have a sucking attack. Sometimes some more than others.
Before?
Yes, I had a sucker attack before.
You look like a sucker.
It's not about looking like a sucker. You just have a sucker attack. Everybody that you know, Drake had one before. You name anybody that you like. You love Drake. Drake had a sucker attack before. I promise you. He had one. I promise you he had one. I promise you he had one. Drake, it happens. Sucker attacks. He does. He does. Every man has them.
Not Drake.
Drake does too.
You can move on and use somebody else's name, but you won't diss Aubrey Graham.
Since his name is Aubrey, he definitely had one.
I got a finger for you, but you lucky I can't stick it up because we on live.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know, sucker attack. It's a sucker attack. It is what it is.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, we have it. It's fine. It's other ways to handle. You just couldn't. You just have when you. My explanation of a sucker attack is when you lose all mind and filters, and it only happens when it happens at an odd spot, at an odd place, at places that normally it wouldn't happen. You wouldn't.
So you saying
a
sucker attack is only a sucker attack if it happens while other people are around?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes.
So
when you go outside your normalcy of yourself,
so what you're saying
and you lose all form, it doesn't matter where you at, it's going down. And
when nobody else is around, it's not a sucker attack, it's just a mental breakdown.
No, I don't know about that when everybody else is around. No, you know, sucker attack only happens when people are around. That's the weird thing about sucker attack.
This is true. You got a thing going there. You're right about that.
It only happens when people are around.
No, you can have a sucker attack alone, but it's probably not a sucker attack when you're alone, though. That's why I say it's probably just a regular mental breakdown.
Yeah, but it could be. I don't know about that part, but I know it's definitely a sucker attack.
You definitely know.
You know what I mean? So that's what. Again, I'm not saying AB's having one. He came close though. Like it's some sucker-ish. I'm not gonna say the cuss word. Some sucker-ish doing that. Wow. I don't believe in putting out. First of all, I'm gonna put out a female information. Like I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna put the texts out. Like stop.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I don't care. That means every other woman that you deal with are birds, right? And another woman you're gonna deal with because they ain't gonna deal a woman like a third woman ain't gonna deal with that because they seen your mess already. So you're never gonna deal with a third one. You're gonna deal with one you can control, and if she runs around and follows you, but not a real one that holds it down because you're doing sucker-ish.
Well, unfortunately, the thing about men can always live that type of lifestyle and live that type of thing and still get a loyal woman.
No, I'm not talking about a loyal woman.
They can still get a good woman.
I'm not saying I'm saying a thorough woman. A lot of women are good, right? A lot of women the woman he's gonna attracts those type of guys. And that's what they want. And they're not going to be able to control a lot that they want to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm working.
No, I totally understand. I totally agree with you because
he's not going to be able to
track what you put out.
He's not going to be able to take. If I'm talking about in that world that he's in. I always tell him like he's in a different world. Those guys when they got that type of money in a different world. Mm-hmm. When we talk about women that's in that world, he ain't gonna have no B's, no Beyonce's in his life.
Dang, Beyonce, it's only one.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we talk about those bosses. Like, listen, man, dude, who you think you talking to like that? Who you think you manipulate? Mm-hmm. Who does that? Who put your information? I want my money back. First of all, you shouldn't let her borrow $5,000. Then if she like why?
It's the principle.
But you should never let her borrow it. If you knew she wasn't gonna give it to you right away. Like,
can I borrow $5,000?
No.
Oh. $5?
Of course. Okay. You borrow 50.
Okay. Now that's on live now.
You can borrow 50. I'm fine with that.
I'll text you my cash app when we get on.
And you don't have to pay me back.
Okay. I'm going to St. Louis this weekend, and I need $50.
Listen. Because there's some people right now, I ain't going to say their names, in the city of Cleveland, and they know they owe me money.
No.
Yeah.
So you just been giving out money?
When people ask and they need to borrow something, they contrite, it's okay.
Okay, well, I need to borrow $50.
You got more money than me, though.
No. I need to borrow $50. You already said you're just going to give it to me. I'll text you my cash app once we get off the phone to see if it's real. And I'll let you know if I really got my $50.
All right, geez. You don't need the $50 now. You're not in dire need.
I am. I need. In fact,
when you're in dire need, every time we talk, you at work. So that's a lot.
Okay. In fact, all you gotta do is send me 40. I'll take the 40. I'll take the 40. Send me $40.
What we got next?
Okay, I thought so. So Trey Songz responded to Insecure actor. First of all, I cannot pronounce his name, but he is really cute. Sarunas Jackson. He played on Insecure. He's the light-skinned guy. You remember? All right. So Tremaine has been going through this thing for this past year where he's been having a lot of sexual assault claims. Not really R. Kelly style, but just like I would describe it as, Trey Songz. I don't really like to
had a conversation about him. Yeah.
I don't like to report on that because I like Trey Songz got my heart a little bit, so I really don't be like them to say like I don't like to address the Trey Songz situation. I like to wait till that die down. I want to give him benefit of a doubt because I love Trey Songz. So the actor is basically calling Trey Songz out, saying he's a punk, and he almost had to fight Trey Songz one time for the way he disrespects women. Now I will say, over the years, there have been plenty of times where women have accused Trey Songz of being aggressive, even other celebrity women in different situations. But because sometimes, depending on how popular you are and how beloved you are at that time, your faults can go to the wayside and we could brush other people off. But Trey Songz is publicist saying altogether, like, he ain't even met dude. He don't know dude. He ain't never had this conversation with dude or any kind of conversation with dude. So he don't even know why dude is saying like.
Did Trey Songz said it? Or the publicist said it?
The publicist said it.
Oh, of course the publicist said that.
But Trey Songz ain't ever since these allegations.
That's what your publicists do.
Granted, that's her job. But Trey Songz ain't really been posting on Instagram or social media since these allegations for real. He's literally been low key. Because I'm guessing he's waiting to die. He should because of course his image and generally is very sexual, his posts and things like that. So he can't really do like regular Trey Songz things or things that make him Trey Songz because he's accused of sexual assault a lot of times. So I just hope that like this really gets resolved because I love Tremaine. But I don't know what to do. I'm not cutting them off like I did R. Kelly now. There's some things that just need to be worked out. But what do you think is going to happen with this Trey Songz thing?
I don't know.
It's really going to die over?
I don't know. Okay? We got to see because these are criminal cases now, right? It's going through criminal stuff right now. Going to grand jury stuff, right? It's not civil yet.
That's That's mainly. I think that's mainly why he really, really hasn't been like.
Yeah, I think he's going through doing some stuff with the criminal stuff. Again, you just gotta watch, you gotta see the information. You see what happens with wherever the court says. I always say it could have been where there's smoke or there's fire, but it could be some misinterpretation of things. Same thing when we talk about Deshaun Watson. There's 22 women. Yeah, he didn't get criminally indicted on 2 different grand juries. He did not. Repeat, did not. So when the civil cases started coming up, the problem is it could have been some misunderstanding or some misconduct of just the communications got crossed.
Yeah, and I think
somebody said optics. Yeah, it's optics, and it's just a real gray situation.
Yeah, I think a lot of times men are unclear of what sexual assault is.
Yeah.
Unclear of it's really unclear of the line in which they're blurred only because men are told that they're supposed to be that way. And also in that environment of women who like it. So then it gets to the point where there's this great thing where it's like you assume because this woman is here in this environment that she's like all the other women, or you may want the woman that really doesn't want you. So now you're being a little more aggressive because you have the 10 that's all up on you, but you want the one that's onto the side that's really like, not really impressed by you. That's the one that's going to drive you more. So now you're in a situation where you are being aggressive, and aggressive can be blurry because you may not feel like you was aggressive, but you don't know what aggressive is to the victim. And also, subtle aggression is a thing too. You don't have to be like strong arming someone to understand that they're uncomfortable or to make them feel uncomfortable.
And how much
subtle aggression is a very, very thing that I don't think people even understand exists.
And even if you dig deeper in it, is manipulation. Though a lot of things, and they haven't come out of court yet, but manipulating the situation, manipulating them, making the female feel cornered that they have to do it, but they, you know what I mean, and mental manipulation. So it's a lot. It's a lot of great areas. I am not a lawyer with this, so you got to contact the lawyers.
Also,
in
I
cases.
always have to address people who lie, because that always is annoying. And boy, I mean, people who lie about situations and call people sexual assault, people who make false claims, only because there are hundreds of cases where those situations actually happen.
Yes.
But the one case where just say the female is actually lying about it, that's the one that's going to get the bigger attention. And then it's going to make all the other serious cases harder to believe. And sexual assault and rape and all those things are already underreported crimes, and people already don't believe them. So people love to do like, see, she was lying. And then because that one liar, all the other people are going to be side-eyed, like they're lying when they could be telling the truth. And that sucks. But yes, we're just going to need to move on to just a real lighter note so I can end this on something happy, because that really just drunk me down.
They got you down?
Just a little bit, because two things. I don't like sexual assaulters and people who pressure people and make things uncomfortable for people, especially because in those situations. And two, I don't like speaking bad about Trey Songz.
Well, and I agree with you. So I don't like being pressured, and I don't like to be pushed in the corner. And that's how I feel every time that you ask me to be on my show, that you pressure me and you corner me, and I feel like I have to do it. That feeling just comes down over me, and I was like, I wanted to say no, but do you pressure me with these? I'm like, oh, I guess. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. But it just felt good. It's time to say it. It just felt good. Oh. I just wanted to say tell you how you really feel.
I was going to take it down to $30. I want the whole 50 now. Thank you. I want the whole 50. And I'm going to send you my cash app. And you think I'm playing. I'm going to
Don't send it. You don't need it. You don't need it.
I do need it.
You don't need it. You don't.
I do need it. My lights is about to get cut off. See?
All right, well, how are we ending on a happy note?
We're going to end this because
I don't know. Go ahead, go.
Ashanti getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, April.
Yeah.
Which is only like a couple weeks away, and it actually happens at the same time that the 20th anniversary of her debut album, which came out April 2002. I was just a little young something, running around here, not really understanding, you know what I'm saying, what was going on in life, you know, just feeling my feet. And then this little Shanti come out. I remembered, you know what I'm saying, when that album came out, just a little bit, you know, it took me a couple of years to really understand the significance of it, because it still got some little cold tracks on there right now. I'm talking Scared, I'm talking Rescue, I'm talking Movies, I'm talking It's Over. I'm saying stuff you weren't around at that time, so you might not really remember what was going on when Murder Inc. was running the charts. You know what I'm saying? That might have been a little bit after your, you know what I'm saying, your youth. You probably wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You was probably about like 31, about, you know what I'm saying, the early 2000s, right, Kristyles? No? Well, she's getting a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame, so can we celebrate Ashanti? First of all, excuse me.
You gonna let me say something?
She broke the Beatles record, and she had the biggest debut at that time for a female artist. So if you got something to shade about Ashanti, how do you sleep at night?
Okay, let me say my verse.
Go ahead.
So, respect that she got it. But I think like Homer Simpson or something got a Walk of Fame thing. I love Ashanti, beautiful woman, great music. I mean, when she dropped her album. She got records on it that goes, right?
It's
right.
It was a monumental time.
Shout out to Irv Gotti and them for writing them records. Jive writing them records. Great records.
Hold on. Don't
do
that.
No, shout out to all them guys producing great records. And
Shanti wrote the records.
You know what I mean? Shout out to a lot of them putting the project and producing projects together. It was great. Here's the thing I have with the Walk of Fame.
Oh my goodness. We supposed to end this on a good note.
Oh, we are. Did she deserve one before the Queen?
Latifah? She already got one.
Nope. The live, the goddess.
Aretha Franklin? She got one.
Beyonce does not have one of her own.
Hey.
She has one with Destiny's Child.
Beyonce got one with Destiny's Child, bro.
No. Does she deserve one? A single star over Beyonce?
One?
No.
Listen to what
I'm saying. Don't explain it. Either yes or no. I'm not going to explain. Is it yes or no? Is it yes? This is simply yes or no. There's no preference. There's no gray area in it.
Yes, she does. Because Beyonce
over Beyonce. No, she does not have one. She has one as a group. That doesn't count. As a group, she's part of a group. We talk about individual career. This is different. Individual career. Does she deserve one over Beyonce?
First of all, I would never take that compliment from
Does she deserve one?
I would never take another compliment from a black woman.
Listen to what I'm saying. He's not answering my question. I'm asking you, does she deserve one over Beyonce?
Yes.
She does. Now this conversation is over with now. You can't say that with a straight face. She does not deserve one over Beyonce. She don't deserve one over Beyonce.
She worked hard. She really writes her own.
Does she deserve one before Beyonce?
Yes.
You know she don't. You can't say that with a straight face. You know she. In your mind, you're fighting your head. You're fighting inside your mind because you're struggling. You struggle to say that. The whole look at your face. Look at your whole look at your face. You don't have to be right on this one. So here's my thing. Let me finish. The problem I have with the Walk of Fame is a lot of people get on the Walk of Fame. It's a lot of people on it. It is big. It's people. You're like, oh, how did he get a Walk of Fame? Like, Will Al Yankovic got one. Like, I think he got one. Like, it's like so many things.
He does. I've seen it.
He does it. So, with that being said, yes, I get it. It's the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I get it. It's a stamp. But I put that stamp with a little bit like,
wow.
It's like,
as a black person, you just can't be like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just.
The reason why, no. See, it's not about that because I'm still, we're talking about accomplishments and career of music or whatever she done. I can't fathom that it's a couple more R&B artists that could be over her.
Who's to say that Beyonce just didn't make the time to get one? Because Whitney Houston don't have one either.
Exactly.
But you know why? They tried to give her one many a times. She just never scheduled the time. They tried to give her one when she was in her prime. She never scheduled the time for it. Mm-hmm. So who's to say that Beyonce just like,
doesn't matter. Well, you wait. You wait on Ashanti. You wait. Ashanti, you don't get one. So B get one.
No, bro. Don't
That's
do
what
that.
you do. That's what you do.
Don't do
That's
that.
what you do.
Nothing is never good enough.
If Ashanti gets one, that means Beyonce gets a whole block. And it's be B-E-Y. Oh, like it just goes. It spells all these stars spell her name on the whole block.
I mean, I'm never gonna be opposed to that. Beyonce deserves a whole block. It's Beyonce. I'm still mad that Chris Rock and Will Smith did that in front of Beyonce. That's why she don't come outside now.
That's why she don't go outside.
Because it's always ghetto. That's why she like to be in her house with her man and her kids.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, am I happy for her? Yes. But am I ecstatic? No. Okay, good. Good for her. It's fine.
Ooh, you gave a backhanded Ike Turner compliment. Thanks. My goodness. Okay.
It's fine. Cool one for her. Cool. I love Ashanti. She's a friend of the show. I love Ashanti. Listen. She's friends of the show. I love Ashanti. Ashanti, I love you. But she's not over.
Douglas girl.
B. I mean, Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay. You know what? We could just end this.
I mean, listen. Let's go down the list. Let me tell you. I'm just going down the list real quick. Denzel don't have one. George Clooney don't have one. Leonardo DiCaprio does not have one. Carrie Fisher doesn't have one. Michael Jordan doesn't have one. You already know Angelina Jolie doesn't have one. Brad Pitt doesn't have one. Jay-Z doesn't have one. Clint Eastwood doesn't have one. Kanye West doesn't have one. Prince doesn't have one. George Lucas doesn't have one. Al Pacino doesn't have one. Can we keep going?
No, listen.
Bruce
Springsteen
does not have one. We're talking about Mr. USA himself.
Listen to me, though.
The God, James Earl Jones been in Hollywood for 105 years, and he does not have one. Madonna, the queen of all queens, of both side queens, she doesn't have one. Meg Ryan doesn't have one. The other, listen.
First of all, you keep naming all the people.
Riri. She get one over Riri? Riri got Fendi.
First of all the people that you're naming, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to bet my life that they were asked to get one. They just probably.
She get one over Taylor Swift. Okay. You get one over Taylor Swift.
I'm done, because at this point this just became a bashing black woman. You keep naming all these white women.
First of all, I didn't name all white. I named the whole list that they got on here.
White.
Nope. I said Leonardo DiCaprio.
White.
I said Jay-Z. I said Michael Jordan. I said Denzel. I said Jay-Z. I said Kanye West.
You say him again.
I say Prince.
4.
It's 5.
4
on the list.
Again, white woman.
Said 4.
White woman. I love Prince. Go.
Give us a good nugget before you go. Give me the information.
BrandonCarter211.com. BrandonCarter211. Keep the lookout for my next book. Keep a lookout for my short film that's coming. That's coming soon.
What day is that? What day is that? May what?
May 7th. You said you would be there, but you probably won't come.
I will be there. Somebody goes on May 10th. I'll be there on the 7th.
You said that last time.
Listen, I am a busy guy.
You are. But I'm saying, don't make promises you can't keep.
I'm putting it in my phone right now. May 7th. What time?
4 to 7.
I say I can make it.
Okay, we gonna see if you can. We gonna see if you can. And when you come to down here, I said I would come see you too.
Good. We're going ATL. We out.
ATL. All right. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Hey, listen. Appreciate you. I got Obi, brand new music, man. Obi, what up? Obi Style got a brand new song right here. Gotta play it right now. I love you. That's what it's called. Let's go. I will be there when you need me. Know how to win when you need me. Know you be more to me than anyone or anything. I will protect you always. I'll make you smile. I'll make you sing. I won't let anyone hurt you, and with my strength you'll be more than brave. The sun won't always shine, but your spirit will. I'll never leave brand new music. I got